Hi, everybody. I just want to talk about something today that I think everybody should at least have one of, and that is a beater guitar. Now, keep in mind when I mean beater guitar, I don't mean something that's cheap or unplayable or a piece of garbage or some, low rank, filthy thing that nobody would really want to play anyway. I'm talking about a guitar that you just got that was inexpensive, but it's made well, plays well, gets the job done. But if you beat it up, you're not going to care about it. You know what I mean? You're just like, oh, whatever. And a lot of people out there, they got their Fenders or Gibsons or their Ibanez's and Schecters. We all got that stuff, and we don't want to take it out all the time in the worst conditions. Sometimes it's a torrential downpour outside, and you got to go to band rehearsal. Whatever. You just say, I don't care. I just want to take the meat and potatoes beater guitar. For me, that is this. This guitar is probably logged more hours than any other guitar you'll ever see me playing live or anything like that. I was in a Guitar Center one time. I know. But I was in a Guitar Center one time, and I had played some mid-level and high-level Lagunas, which was like their house brand. And I was really impressed by how well they were made for the amount of money they were charging. So I was kind of like, okay, these things are all right. So I was cruising around one time in there, and I seen this Laguna. I'm like, I don't remember this one. I don't remember seeing this, or whatever. I don't remember seeing it around before, the model number. Or I didn't see it in videos on YouTube. Like, what is this thing? So I pick it up and I start playing with it. And I knew it had to be a lower end because I could tell, by the kind of the bridge on it and stuff like that. But I'm like, And I was stunned to find how sturdy and well built it was, and how comfortable the neck was the main thing. So I took it and I bought it because it was some dumb price. It was like $100 or some goofy thing like that. I took it home. I looked it up online and I found out it was one of those guitars that come with the student starter packs, right? And I was, those things that they always sell that have like, guitar, cable, amp, and all that shit for like $300 and get out of here. So anyway, I was stunned to find the quality of a guitar that was in something like that. I was like, oh, this thing is all right. So I took it home. I play it. I look at it. I said, okay, run-of-the-mill tuners, but they work. Let me tell you something, by the way. If your guitar goes out of tune routinely, odds on favor it's not your tuners. Your tuners are usually fine. It's usually the way you strung it in here, your nut has got a problem, or there's something wrong with the setup in the bridge. There you go. So before you run out and blow money on tuners, look at your guitar and check it first. So I liked everything about the guitar. I liked the way it played, liked the way it felt. The only thing I didn't like was the way it sounded. And I hate tremolos. I just despise them with a passion. So I took it. The first thing I did was I blocked it. I put 2 pieces of wood on each side in there, and I just wedged it, and I made it basically a hardtail. You know what I mean? I just took it and I said, forget this. And I do that almost to anything you'll ever see me play with tremolos. Other than that, the guitar was great, except for, again, the sound. Usually on an inexpensive guitar, the first thing you're going to bite it in is the pickups. So I ripped the pickups out of it. And normally, years ago, I used to put Seymour Duncan 59s in a lot of my guitars, but that can be expensive. And so then I looked around and I said, well, what can I put in these things that I think is good that's not that bad of a price? What I came across was this company, Dragonfire. They had these screamers. I think they're like $20 a hit or some crap like that. And you can get 2 of them in a pick guard and everything for like $50. And if you see me playing around, a lot of times I have this Fender Strat. And in that Fender Strat, I have Dragonfires that I pull out the single coils because I hate single coils. I drop them in. That guitar plays and sounds phenomenal. But I was going to buy them for this. And then somebody gave me an Amazon gift card that I had floating around. I said, well, what else can I find? Who knows? So I came across this company, KMISE, Chemice. I don't know what the hell it is. Never heard of it. Some Chinese company. And I bought their humbuckers for like $12 a hit. 12, 13, I can't remember. I remember I got them both. I know it was under like $25 or in that ballpark. That's I think the gift card was for. And I threw them in this thing. Lo and behold, I mean, are they the best pickups in the world? Are you going to mistake them for your average Seymour Duncan? No. But for the amount of money I spent on them, they actually sound good. But I have no complaints about them. So after that, just for my own aesthetic joy, I took off the knobs that were on these things, and I threw on a couple Gibson style knobs because the 3-way switch and the capacitors in these things were actually pretty good. The wiring and all that kind of stuff was not bad. So by the end of it, I mean, I had like 120 bucks invested in it, and this guitar, I'm telling you now, will stay in tune like a beast. It's comfortable to play. I played it for an hour and a half jam sessions, whatever, or hour and a half rehearsals. Never had to tune it one time. It's built like a brick shit house, and I'm not easy on equipment. So this thing is for the amount of money I paid for a guitar. I don't care. I can just take anywhere. If I want to go to a friend's house, if I want to take it out on a rainy night, I just don't give a shit. I threw it in a gig bag and I go. I can't knock this thing at all. This thing has done more hours than probably any other guitar that you've ever seen me use live. You know what I mean? They just like do live shows. I use them for a day before a live show to get used to them. But 90% of the time, I just use these things. Just have rehearsals and stuff like that. And it's just been a workhorse. And for a guitar the only thing that's weird about it is Man Laguna's had this weird sharky looking, I don't know what kind of headstock that is or what they were thinking. But the guitar itself, it works like a dream. I can't knock it. So go out, have fun, find yourself something you can pound on, beat on, screw with, mess with. That isn't going to cost you a lot of money, and have yourself a good time. That's all I got to say. I'm out here. Bye.